Hey everyone, Cody from Mac Telecom Networks. In this video, we're going to talk about one of my favorite tools, and that's the vertical cable eye punch tool. You've probably seen me use it in some of my on-the-site videos when I'm doing data cable terminations. This tool crimps down keystone jacks instead of using the old style 110 punch, which I've slipped a bunch of times and cut my fingers on. The tool also saves me a lot of times, but there is one caveat that we need to use the vertical cable vmax jacks. No other keystone will work with it. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you'd like to hire me for network consulting or network cabling, visit www.mactelecomnetworks.com. You can find me on Twitter at MacTelecomN, and if you'd like to support the channel, we do have affiliate links down below, and there will be affiliate links for the vertical cable eye punch tool as well as the vmax jacks. So now we're going to go over to my desk. We'll take a closer look at the vertical cable eye punch tool. We'll terminate a keystone jack, and then we'll also look at a few other products by Vertical Cable that I really like. And this is the Vertical Cable eye punch tool. At the bottom, we have this lock. If we just lift it up, the crimper will come apart. So this crimps down keystone jacks. We can see that I have a bunch of keystone jacks below me. These are the Vertical Cable vmax Cat6 jacks. If we take a closer look, right here, we have a cutting blade, so we would be able to cut our cable. And then to crimp it, we just need to squeeze in and it will crimp, and it will also make a noise. On the top, we could see the vertical cable branding, and then as we crimp in, you can see it coming up, and this will cut the pairs of our Cat6 cable. With the vertical cable vmax jacks, we could get them in a bunch of different colors. I have white, yellow, black, and blue. You could also get them in red and purple. Usually I put my data jacks as blue. I might use yellow as my security cameras, and then we may use red or purple as our uplinks between switches or our ISP connection. On the jacks, we could also see these different colors, and these different colors are for our pinout. So we have T568A on the top, and then we have T568B on the bottom, and it's the same thing on the other side. So that's going to tell us how we need to wire it in. I use T568A, which I know a lot of people are going to complain about, and most of the world does use T568B. These are plastic jacks, but you can get shielded jacks and a shielded eye punch tool, and we'll take a look at that back on the computer. Now let's get to terminating one of these jacks. All right, so we're using a piece of vertical cable Cat6 plenum cable. We need to get the jacket off of this, and I'm also using cable shears or cable scissors, whatever you call it. I'm going to score it, and then we're going to crack it and open it up. Now we can see our cable pairs as well as a divider and our string. We need to cut out the divider and the pull string. The pull string you can pull down and it will tear apart the jacket. Now with the pull string and the separator cut out, we need to wire in the keystone jack. Like I said, I'm going to be using T568A. So for T568A, the top color is going to be solid green and then it will be white green. I'm just going to grab the two conductors and I'm going to twist them apart and then seat them in. Now the next color code is solid blue and then white blue. If we flip around to the other side, it's going to be solid brown and then it's going to be white brown. And our last pair is going to be solid orange and orange white. Now we can see all the conductors are in the keystone jack. We need to put this into our eye punch tool. So with the conductors facing down, we just need to push the keystone inside of the eye punch tool. And now it's seated properly. And to cut the pair, we need to crimp up. And now after our crimp, we can see that our pairs are all inside of the keystone jack. I'm going to put this cover on it. And that's it. That's all it takes to crimp a keystone jack with the eye punch tool. This saves a ton of time, especially if you're doing a high volume of cables, say maybe 100 or 200. Instead of doing the 110 punch tool, this crimper will do it in one push instead of clicking down 8 times. So that was the standard vertical cable eye punch tool that we just seen. On screen right now, this is the shielded vertical cable eye punch tool. We can see that the handles are green, and we also have a shielded keystone jack. So if you need shielded where you live, this is the one that you would want to go with. And the last product that I really like from Vertical Cable is their keystone patch panel. This is a 24-port patch panel, and we could see on the back that we have a cable tension bar. Looking at a picture they've provided on their website, we could see the cabling going in, and then they have these small zip ties to hold the cable in place. You don't want to put the zip ties on too tight. This is just to hold it onto that bar when we're doing the cable organization. So that's going to be it for this video. Even though it was quick, I think it's good to show people tools that I use, and especially ones that I really like. This video wasn't sponsored at all. I've just used the vertical cable eye punch tool quite a bit. If you're using the eye punch tool or maybe some other brand or maybe the 110 still, put it in the comments below. I'm always interested to find some new tools. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. All right, thanks.